Well, it's a brand new month and we have a brand new fabulous folded card dies. This is a zigzag pop-up, and let me show you what it does. So here's the card and there is the zigzag pop-up. How fun is that? Okay, please come play with us. Well, before we get into the cards that Debbie has made, let me show you how this goes together. As always, this comes with complete instructions are on the wallet that house the cutting die. So everything is together. You've got text and you've got illustrations, so it just works perfectly. The other thing I want to tell you is that I showed you this on a 5 by 6.5 inch card, which worked beautifully, as you can see. It will also work on an A2 card. Now that's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and there it is. Now there's no cutting down, it will just fit perfectly. So that's another bonus that will work nicely. Okay, now we'll get into how to make this work. So as you do the one cutting die, you can see this. By the way, this will fit into a regular cutting die machine that has a 6-inch mouth, so that will work perfectly. And you will just cut one piece, just like so. Now, you won't have it folded that way, but this will be the base. So you pull that out, and then just simply follow what we have in the instructions so far as valley folds, which, as you know, are ones that go down, and mountain folds are those that go up. So you do all of those turns, those folds, and then you're going to turn this over and you're going to apply extra sticky tape. And this is 1/4 inch. You can use 1/2 inch, whichever you want. And you're just going to fill in all of those orange areas. So you can see that this looks like this, okay? Then you're going to simply collapse this and you're going to place it into a card. Now this is our 5 by 6.5 inch card. Again, you can use an A2 card. And you want to measure 3/4 inch to the left of the score line. And just like this. And you want to have it centered top and bottom, and that 3/4 inch. Then as you peel away those liners, you simply close the card. Turn it over, same deal. Pull those liners off and close the card. That way nothing is going to shift, it's going to be perfect. And what you will have, let me show you, you'll have this. It will work just like that. So simple, so easy. And I think it's fun to have these different shapes going on. Let me just show you what's happening. The other thing you'll probably want is a bone folder, just to really make those folds nice and crisp. So that's helpful. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that the cards will fit in our 10 envelopes, so that works nicely too. So that will take care of your card making. Now let's go into the cards that Debbie has made. And I'm going to start with this one. Looks like we need to back up just a smidge. As you can see, this is going to, this is 5 by 6.5. It's going to open up like this. Now, let me just kind of tell you something. In this one that Teresa did for the die, she used a lot of the cutouts and the die cuts. You can also see the dazzles. And they kind of perch on these raised areas. Now what Debbie did is she used the cutting die, and that works fun. She also used the cutting die here and also the die cuts. And right there. Now this is using, in fact, it's kind of helpful, I think, to see, okay, so what did she use? Well, she used the Songbird collection. And you can probably tell that by the front. So she used the 12 by 12 songbirds. That's brand new. She also used the solids because that's how she made her card. She also used the die cuts, as I pointed out. And then this is the cutting die. So those birds and then the flowers, those all came using those dies and the solid paper, so, or the solid cardstock. You can see. Now you're also seeing a little bit of sparkle there and then also on the inside. And what Debbie used are these pearl tiny flowers. Now, if you have a subscription, you got this for free, because with the subscription, you always get something for free. And because Debbie used it, wanted to share that with you. Now, the thin line dazzles are the pearl and pastel. So they're not real shiny. They're more of a just a really kind of like an old gold, just beautiful. So that is what she has used on this card. Now for her next, oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you is that, of course, there's a brown ribbon. And then she also did some inking. Now you can see right there on the cutting dies. And with that, she used the tiger orange and the Prussian blue. You can really see the tiger orange right there. And the Prussian blue, of course, on her birds. The other thing I wanted to tell you on the birds is that the eye is a hole in the die. That's how it's made. If you slip a little piece of black or navy blue cardstock behind that, the eye will really show, as those two do. So just a little bit of extra information. I'll move these over and we'll get to our next card. Now this was a vertical card. Now for the next one, she has done a horizontal card, and you're going to get a different look. So there we go. And it just pops right out. Isn't that fresh and fun? Just like that. So we've got strawberries all over. So obviously she has used the Strawberry Delight. Now Debbie used the 6x6, and in order to get this the cutting die, she needed to use 2 pieces of that red gingham. So just wanted to tell you, she just overlapped them and used them, kind of made one long one. She also used the Strawberry Delight die cuts, and you can see them right there on the front. You are a blessing to know, this one right here. And then she used the chipboard. Isn't that gorgeous? And just beautifully done. And she colored those with the tri-blend markers. Now this is the dark red and the light green. And if you know about the tri-blend markers, you know you get 3 shades in every single pen. So that really helps you get some definition, like I'm showing you right there. Now her card is also using the solid cardstock, so that is going to finish it. And just a little bit of red ribbon, that's going to go right there. So again, you can make it in a horizontal card as well as a vertical card. Okay, let me get these out of the way and show you her last card. And this, isn't that pretty? This is using the Botanical Library. So you can see what's going on the front, and then that is the same configuration as we have seen. However, Debbie wanted me to tell you something. She actually meant to do it in the reverse. So this is what you can do, is that you can make it go a different way simply by changing how you do the folds. Okay, I'm going to get this right yet. Here we go. So you can see that this kind of T is now on the left-hand side. Here it's on the right-hand side. So you just simply, instead of making mountains, you make valleys. Instead of valleys, you make mountains. And it will look different. So that's another way that you can do these. So vertically, horizontally, and backwards. That will all work. Now for this, she has used several things, of course. She used the Botanical Library, and this is the 12 by 12 collection. This is a very unique collection. I hope you love it as much as we do. The solid matching cardstock, as well as the die cuts, and as well as the cutting dies. And you can see this jar, as well as the flowers. Just beautifully done. And the flowers are colored with 2 of the ink pads. This is with mustard and khaki. And you can see it right there. And so she just have the flowers all through it. And isn't that beautiful, having one color covering her card, then another of the pattern, and then layering these and inking them with the khaki. Just beautiful. Actually, accented with the mustard. There you go. And this is one of the die cuts. There we go. So you've got lots of things that you can do with this very versatile cutting die, which is what we love. And it's also nice, as I said, you can use the regular size cards, or you can use the A2 cards. So that gives you more bonuses, and that's what we love. Now, we do have a money saver. It's on the right side of the screen, because that's where we always keep it. Down below, you can see the products that Debbie has used in making all of her cards. We also, on the right-hand side of our screen, have our subscription. Now, what this is, it means that every month you will receive the fabulous folded dies ahead of the webisode. What's great about that is because every die has ideas on it, and we even tell you what products were used. So it kind of gives you a head start. You will receive this before the webisode. Then during the webisode, you can see some other ideas, just like Debbie has given us today. When you have the subscription, you will get 10% off. And if you start the subscription, you will get a free goodie. The free goodie is the bow dies, makes a bow. And every month you will get something else for free. As I said, this time it is the gold pearl tiny flower dazzle. So there's there's 214 flowers on that sheet. It'll be nice to add into lots of flowers that you make. So this is available too. We would love to have you join us, and that way you will be in the know every single month. And this is what we have, and I want to thank Debbie. She's done a wonderful job of making these cards and giving us some other ways that you can use the dies. I want to thank you for joining us. And if you're seeing us on YouTube, please like us, comment, subscribe. Come on over. Take advantage of the Money Saver. If you want to sign up for this subscription, we'll take care of you. And be sure to continue to join us and be part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you next time.